Hello everyone, your voice here and welcome to the channel Sansevieria 101. So for this episode, we're going to feature another pinguicula and we will add it on our pinguicula species playlist. This particular pinguicula though just appeared in the market and was named pinguicula unicorn. So we're not for certain if this is a seedling or this is a hybrid, but it has appeared in the market with that market ID or that name. There are also some experts who would say that Sansevieria pinguicula unicorn is actually the Sansevieria pinguicula species that is found in the wild as Fa disticha, and Fa means false. Disticha means fan shape, or disticus growth. That means that it grows from side to side. The leaves grow in a fan shaped form or side to side, which is what it is exactly as what you see in front of you right now. Although, in my observation, Sansevieria pinguicula fa disticha is different from Sansevieria pinguicula unicorn, for the reason that as I can see on the pictures from some of our colleague, namely the picture shown by brother Seto, the leaves of disticha are actually arcing towards or arcing inside and not arcing outside, like what you see in front of you. Unicorn's leaves arcs outside, so uh, in comparison to Fa disticha's leaf that's arcing inside, so it's curving in instead of curving out, like what I'm showing you right now as the form of Sansevieria uh, pinguicula unicorn. So I would say that it is having pinguicula characteristics, namely the sharpness and the form of the leaves. One thing though is that there are dark green longitudinal lines that are found on some leaves of Sansevieria pinguicula unicorn. So my take is that it could be a seedling, it could be a hybrid, but what it appears as is the market is it's having an ID of Sansevieria pinguicula unicorn. So that kind of points out or cues in that it is a form that was grown in some nursery or some garden, and it the names Sansevieria pinguicula unicorn suggests that it is a cultivar of a pinguicula species. So, for my specific specimen, because of the temperature that we're having right now, or the weather that we're having right now, we're having severe heat waves from temperature reaching out to 50 degrees Celsius nowadays. So the leaves of the specimen is kinda dehydrated. As you can see, it's shriveled a bit. So one thing that we can do when we see our Sansevierias shriveling or not doing well or not as plump as they can be is that we need to check the root system, aside from knowing that we're in severe warm season right now. Reason being that the my specimen has shriveled up, but we have to check what's happening below the soil. So I'm seeing some rotting leaves. So what we can do is we can actually check in a bit. So what I'll do first is I'll remove the stones, and then we'll remove the dead leaves, and see what the root system from below looks like. So first thing is we're going to remove the uh, stones on top of the soil. Alright folks, so we have removed the stones from this pot, and we will check the root system, but first we need to remove the dead leaves from this specimen. So you can just do it by hand and just remove the dead leaves uh, one by one. So they have actually rotted, and actually I'm not sure if the root system is okay since it is wobbly. That's why I decided to remove it. And I think the root system has rotted, although the top portion has survived. So we will just remove the plant itself, because I don't think it can support itself. So I'll have to uh, clip the camera so I can do some operation on this specimen. So first thing is that you need to check the side and kinda use this ice pick, then make sure that the roots on the side are not sticking on the pot, and it would make it easier for you to remove the specimen. So like I said, I don't think that the root system is healthy, so I'm going to try if I can remove it by just pulling it up, since I don't think that there is any roots holding the plant beneath the soil. So there are actually stones left, so we'll remove those. And this is actually the slow release fertilizer that I have placed, and I think they're all spent. They're actually very dry, and I don't think they have any nutrients left. So you can also just mix it with the soil mix. Since they're all shell, maybe there's some calcium left from them to be utilized by the plant. So there, folks, I think that the root system is not doing okay. It's actually rotted from that point. So once in a while, one of the tips would be to check your plant if it's still doing okay. Once your plant has shriveled, you have to check the root system if it's still okay. So this one I would think is not okay anymore, so I'm looking for something uh, to stabilize the plant so that I can check the root. I think it's rotted. So what we'll do is we'll remove some more of the leaves so we can investigate what's happening with the specimen. Alright, so there you go. I think the root system has really rotted out. So as you can see, it did. But what's happening on this plant, I'm trying to focus, is that this root is very much alive, and it is, I think, the one that is supporting the plant itself. So the bottommost portion, as you can see, it has been detached because, like I said, the root system has already rotted. So good thing that I decided to make a video of it, and decided to uh, make some remedy for why the specimen has shriveled out. So as we discuss the plant itself, or pinguicula unicorn, we'll do some first aid into how to save the plant, since it has been it we have found out that the root system have rotted out. So what we'll do is, I'm going to remove the plant, and then I'm going to be careful into removing this root system, because it's very much alive and it's the one supporting this specimen. So I'll be back in a bit, and then we'll continue on doing some first aid for this pinguicula unicorn specimen that I have. Alright folks, so we're back, and I managed to pull out the specimen from the pot, and this is actually the new pot that I'm going to transfer it with. And we have discussed, the root system rotted, so what we'll do is we will spray hydrogen peroxide to make the cut callus faster. And what I'm planning to do is, because this form has twisted itself, so I'm planning to remove some leaves from it. Before that, though, I'll show you what happened to the the pot that I removed it from. So actually, this is one of the things that I do for my specimen. This is called a root trainer, but I think that it didn't help. And like I mentioned, the root system for this particular specimen has rotted out. So it's actually dead. This is a dead root system. Nothing can be done without it but remove it. So we're gonna set it aside, and later on we are going to check the soil mix, if there are any signs of infestation, or it was just a rot due to, might be I have might overwater it. Good to see though that this root is very much alive. It's whitish, and it is fleshy and hard, not like the dead roots that I have removed from it, wherein you can just squeeze it and it would flatten out without any resistance. So um, I don't usually throw the soil mix. What I do is I recycle them, but before I recycle them, I would kind of uh, sanitize them. What I do is I put them in a big pot, and then I burn or I cook them in temperatures that I hard enough to kill off any pest that has proliferated the soil mix, if there are. I don't think there are any infestations, and I think the cause of the root system rotting was just me overwatering it. So there are times that I do that, and one of the things that you have to look out for if that happens is that if your plants are not doing well, they're shriveling, there's something wrong with the root system, then you have to check them. So we're going to set this aside. I'm going to have these dead roots removed from it, or perhaps before I do that, I would just leave it and cook them to temperatures wherein I could kill off whatever bacteria or anything on there that's not supposedly going to do good with your Sansevieria. So this is how it looks like, and we'll set it aside, and we'll go back to the Sansevieria pinguicula that I have removed. So what we were planning to do, I'll show you what I'll do, is that I wanted to keep the disticus form Although this plant has twisted from this, then it twisted that way. So we're going to remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 leaves, because you also need the stem to be buried to encourage more root to grow aside from this one that's already grown. So we're thankful for that. Um, let's see if we can gently remove leaves from it. What you do is you just peel it from one side. Actually, this has to be the first one. So pull it down and then peel it. You can still make use of the peeled leaves, folks, because you can always plant them and you'd have more Sansevieria pinguicula unicorn if you can successfully have them root, or the leaf root for you and give you offsets. Then that means you had more Sansevieria pinguicula unicorns. So we're just going to do that. One more tip when pulling is that you need to identify which one has to come first. So the outer leaf is this one. This one is the inner one. So don't go tearing down this one first, because it might puncture the whole stem of this specimen. All right, so a few more leaves left. This one will also get rid of. Pull it to the side, so to expose the stem part. This was the last one. Actually, I can just leave it as it is. It's already in a disticus form, and plant it that way. So I'm planning to have it planted this way, and see if I can remedy the rotten root system, and hopefully have more roots coming out from this part of the stem. So before I do that, I'm going to spray hydrogen peroxide to disinfect it, and then before replanting it, we'll allow it to dry off for about 5 minutes. That would be enough to make it dry, and I'll come back later and I'll show you how I'm going to replant it on this smaller pot. So I'll be disregarding. uh, I'm thinking about still using the root trainer for it, although it has made the root system of the my first time using it, the root system rotted out. But we'll try using it again, because the way that pinguiculas would give you offset is that they would grow stolons on the stem part. They don't grow by the roots. So if you guys are planning to use this root system for other Sansevierias, make sure that they don't grow offsets below. Instead, I recommend it for Sansevierias that would give you offset or pups from the outside of the soil. So some Sansevierias grow stolons from the stem part, such as pinguicula species. Other species will grow offsets by the roots below your plant. So I would not recommend you to use the root trainer for them, but for pinguiculas it's okay to use the root trainer that I've shown you. So folks, I'll be back in a bit. I'll just get some things, the stuff that I need to replant it with. So I'll be back in a bit. Please give me a moment. Alright folks, so we're back, and I have finished repotting the Sansevieria pinguicula unicorn. So like mentioned, it is, I think it is a cultivar of pinguicula. And before we end we'll just take some measurements of the leaf length, the height of it. I'm not sure, but I can probably measure it for the specimen height, since we have removed a couple of its leaf from the bottom and replanted it uh, deeper. I'm not sure if I can get an accurate length of the height for this specific specimen, but let's just, for the record, have a measure of it. So I have some data on the growth of this specimen. So right now I'm measuring it at 10 inches for the specimen height itself. For the leaf of the Sansevieria pinguicula unicorn, I'm measuring 8 inches, because it will end up right around this spot. So 8 inches for the longest leaf for Sansevieria pinguicula unicorn. So the leaves are even longer than the so-called long pinguicula, a long leaf pinguicula that is sold in the market. So that ID is very inaccurate. What I'm showing you right now is probably it's reaching 9 inches. So 9 inches for the leaf length, just for the Sansevieria pinguicula unicorn, and it's longer than the so-called pinguicula longleaf that is sold in the market. So um, we have taken some measurements and I have shown you the specimen. I'm sorry I was not able to show you how I planted it. It was a bit tedious, and it might bore everyone else. So I just want to show you how I ended up planting it, with removing some of the leaves below that were twisting, so I could get disticus form again, or a fan shaped form again for this species. So hopefully it will grow more leaves, or if not, it will show me some it's some or it will show me its inflorescence or flower bloom, hopefully. And I would be making another video if indeed it will. So folks, before we end, if you have any questions or suggestions, don't hesitate to leave a comment below. And if you like what I have presented for this content, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you, everyone.